Zed Hopkins.
My name's Karina White.
My name is Meg Bowden.
My name is George Harris.
My name is Campbell Lindsay.
I'm Bree Jers. I am the producer and an actor in Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun.
It's a constant shifting of perspective, of timeline, of emotion, a psychedelic connection. And I think for an audience, it's not necessarily going to be a pinpointed experience or takeaway that you're going to have, but it's going to be entirely sensorial. It is going to capture you, it is going to move you, and it is going to connect with you in a way that you might not be able to describe.
So I think Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun is a really timely performance because we've had this really unique experience of the whole world being stopped and experiencing this collective pause where I think it's a really good opportunity to reflect on the nature of our personal connections and relationships.
I think the point of difference with Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun really is the way the story is told. It's not your traditional linear story where you're sitting on a Presidium Arch stage at QPAC, watching a play that has been performed 1,000 times. It's a collection of, scenes and vignettes all focused around central themes, and the way those themes and those scenes and those stories come together is a beautifully personal storytelling experience that puts the audience right there with it, with the characters and the actors.
The first time I read the script, when Bree sent it to me, I was overwhelmed because it's everything that I feel like humanity's dealt with over the past 2 years. And then personally, I just couldn't believe that everything that I've been feeling and everything that I feel like the issues that have arose over the past 2 years was on a piece of paper right in front of me.
It is a heavy and slow descent into a twisted and panicky state.
Yeah, so the creative process for the show has been really exciting because while we have two directors, so we're co-directing this production, so what that means is that between Karina and myself, we are bouncing ideas off one another. We're bringing two very different perspectives to this production, but then we're also bringing the actors and the producers into the room to be devising and developing the show alongside one another. So this past weekend and our rehearsals before this, we've actually been breaking down the script line by line and delving deep into the many different readings of this play. And I think that's what's so great about this play, is that it is a play that has so much in it. There's so many different ways to explore it, to develop it, and eventually present it. So the creative process is really collaborative. We're drawing from a lot of different influences, and then we're trying to bring them together into kind of a smorgasbord of expression.
My first reaction to reading the play was, that's how I felt. I felt excited. I felt like a fire had been lit in my belly. It made me want to go see more theatre like Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun. The writers, Honor and Madeline, they have encapsulated what it means to be human, and it is beautiful.
I think Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun is a really layered text, and I think there can be, in a lot of new works, an over-reliance on the visual aesthetic or appeal, whereas Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun goes to the core of what it means to be a human, and also what the performance of gender means at the end of the world. We're dealing with some really big topics here, but in a way that is both light and well managed.
In 2019, with your help through the Australian Cultural Fund, we put on an award-winning run of Flood by Chris Isaacs. With your help, we covered 100% of our production costs, which meant that any revenue from tickets went directly to our artists. Similarly, with Sometimes It's Hot Like the Sun, our goal is to give back to our artists. Your tax-deductible donation is supporting a team of incredible Queensland artists, a team that are giving the Brisbane community a place to reflect, feel and expand. We cannot wait to see you and for you to see us. Let's connect as a community here at EC Venue.